This is Jack with Building Xanadu, and I said in the video for the mini split install that we want her to use some more power. The install isn't done yet, but I wanted to go over this and show you. We did a test for the mini split essentially. Now, when you install a mini splitter, you understand how these operate. They don't run all the time. They're going to bring the home down to temperature, and then they're going to come on to maintain it. This mini split that we recommended, the Rovsun 12K unit, you can pick it up on Amazon. It pulls down when cooling, as you can see here, 960 watts, and then heating is 945 watts. Okay, this is a CR23 unit. So, the customer has an EcoFlow Delta Pro, or Pro 3, one of the two units, the battery backup units. She was using it because prior to us getting involved and bringing her to the post-grid level where she has plenty of power to run everything, she was struggling with power. She was fighting it. The Delta Pro was her backup. Well, it wasn't charged. It was a great time to test the system. Now that everything's up and operational, we're doing cleanup work, we're installing the mini split. So we had her turn it on. This thing has a setting for a rapid charge at 1,650 watts. We were pulling down, as you can see in these screenshots, between what she was still getting from solar at 5 o'clock in the afternoon, combined with what she was pulling from the batteries, 40 amps roughly of power at 49.5 volts. It came out to 2,000 kilowatts when I did the math. 2,000 watts. 2 kilowatts of power constant draw as I did the math. Now, if you understand these systems, it took an hour to charge. So, during that hour, what was going on? Most of that time was in bulk. This, what you're seeing in this screenshot, this is how much power that was drawing. The second thing to factor is we're at end of day. This took an hour. She's pulling mostly off the batteries. This is 4 Mighty Max AGM 250 amp hour batteries. It's a 250 amp hour bank at 48 volts. It's a lot of power actually. So right here you can see we were pulling 1,500 watts for that hour off that battery. I won't say that was complete, but probably very likely it was close to that for the whole hour. I'd have to go over and look at trends. And we come over here. This was the 6 o'clock screenshot that she sent when it finished. We started charging again, but you can see the battery's down to 88%. Her usage, she typically goes through about 10% battery at night. Even if she went through 30% tonight or even 40%, she would still recover the next day. And that's the point. She doesn't have to think about it. This is also running her well pump, her microwave in the morning. If she chooses to use it, she runs a coffee pot. Other things as well, lights. This is her entire power. She has nothing else besides the solar. She is set up for a generator, but she currently doesn't have a functioning one. Now, I come to this screenshot, and this is her solar. This is production. This light gray area at the top up here, these are float. So these are days where she's entering float. This is absorption time, bulk time, absorption time, float time. So as we go through and we're looking at her production, she's had a day at 6.5, 6.64, 6.85, 2.93, 2.37. She's not spending a lot of time in absorb typically. She's spending most of her time on average in float unless she's having a heavy use day. So based on these numbers, you can see a mini split really isn't a problem at all. It will run no issues whatsoever. And there isn't a problem being at a point where you have the abundance and the power of your own production to be post-grid. There isn't an appliance that she can plug in and run all day that she should have to think about. The one exception, I don't think I'd plug in a space heater at this point, but even that's not unrealistic. There's not enough battery power there at the moment to handle it overnight. I mean, 1,500 watts an hour all night long, that can be an issue. You need more battery power for that, and I'd have to see what the consumption is. And this is what post-grid is about. We're not sizing this based on do the world. We're sizing this based on her everyday life. Handling her well pump, her microwave, the mini split, and all the extras that make for a comfortable, normal life. This way you're living a normal life. You're not uncomfortable. You're not thinking about it. You own your own power. You're not paying somebody else for it. That's the concept behind post-grid.